The Old Man and the Sea by Ernest Hemingway. This book tells the tale of an old fisherman in Cuba. He is an unfortunate old man because of many different reasons. The first reason is because he is old. Very old. Like time of the dinosaurs old. Besides being old, he was considered celeo, which means the worst kind of unlucky, like the very worst kind you can get. It was basically like calling him super duper unlucky. Anyways, he was considered this, because he has not been able to catch a fish for a really long time. How long, you may ask? Like 84 days. Yes, he was not doing so well. He lived a very humble life. He was not very rich. This is because he was a fisherman. When was the last time you heard someone became rich by being a fisherman? It wasn't just his occupation that made him poor, but like I already said, he hasn't caught a fish in a really long time. He lives in a simple house using the most basic gear for catching fish. Even his fishing stuff was becoming old, but not as old as the old man. If his equipment was as old as the old man, the stuff would turn into dust. Then the dust would turn into even smaller pieces of dust. The old man used to have a fishing partner, a young boy, and no, this wasn't creepy in the slightest. The young boy's parents did not want the boy to fish with the old man, because they thought that the old man was unlucky. But maybe it was also because the old man was really old, but I am not so sure about that. The old man really loved the young boy like a son. The young boy looked at the old man as a father figure, because the young boy's father wasn't very loving towards the young boy. Not as loving as the old man at least. So in order to prove that he wasn't celeo, or however you pronounce it, the old man had to catch a fish to prove himself. The old man went out and caught some fish, but those were unimportant, so he ate them. Nom. During this he began experiencing cramps in his left hand, because he was very old. He then saw a huge marlin that was super big and all purpley. He knew he had to catch it. He hooked it and trailed it. He went a super far distance into the ocean to catch it, and for a very long time. During this time he suffered even more pain, because more of his body was cramping up, and because he was all pooped out. During his times of rest he would remember some lines in Africa that remind him of his youth. Also, when he felt like giving up he remembered Joe DiMaggio. Why did he think of Joe DiMaggio, you may ask? It is because he totally idolized the guy. Joe was like Jesus Christ to the old man, except Joe DiMaggio didn't have laser beams. Oh wait, Jesus did not have laser beams either. Never mind. So after days of going after the marlin he finally kills the big guy. He isn't able to put the fish inside the boat, because it is longer than the skiff, and because the marlin ate too much McDonald's. So the old man ties it along his skiff and sets sail for home. You may think this is a happy ending, but you are wrong. This isn't the end yet, so be patient and listen up. As the old man heads home, some sharks decide to be total party poopers and try to eat the marlin alongside the boat. The old man then went total beast mode on the sharks and started stabbing them like a boss. Then when the spear broke he started beating them with the broken spear. Also like a boss. He probably could have killed all the sharks in the world with his bare hands, but he was too old. So the sharks ate all the marlin and left its bones. Nom. So, when the old man returned home with the skeleton, the other fishermen knew that he had caught a totally awesome fish, but it was eaten by sharks. The old man received no money, but he becomes able to fish with the young boy that he loved as a son. There is a lot of symbolisms in these novels. The marlin and the sharks can be seen as an example. When I first read the book I thought the marlin represented our dreams that we strive so hard to achieve, and that the sharks represented the people and things in our lives that tear that dream apart and brutally murderize it. But then I looked them up on SparkNotes and they said I was wrong. The Marlin represents the ideal opponent for the old man. He feels super lucky that he is able to go up against the Marlin, because the Marlin brought out the best in him. The Sharks are like unworthy opponents, because they weren't as graceful or bossy as the Marlin. So it was like a game of tennis and the Marlin is the old man's opponent. Except in tennis you don't kill your opponent. Unless you hit them really hard in the head with a tennis ball. Also the unworthy opponents don't try to eat the dead body, unless you watch some really weird television. Thank you for joining me on this journey to expand your literary knowledge and broaden your horizons. Hopefully this video has taught you more about symbols and plot of the story, so that you can go out and brag to your friends. You can say to them that you have read and understood The Old Man and the Sea by Ernest Hemingway. Then they will say that they don't care, because they heard that the book was garbage, but they are just secretly jelly of you. So super duper jelly of you. So thank you for watching our video. Be sure to send in the likes and favorites and to subscribe to us, so that we can make the cash monies. If you dislike the video no one will like you. So goodbye, till we meet again. The police may never find your body after your brutally painful murder, but we will always remember you.